What's up, everybody? It's Doug with Bread and Butter Pickleball coming live to you from the Bread and Butter headquarters in Vero Beach, Florida. And today, we're going to talk overgrips. I'm going to show you how to put them on your paddle and talk to you about why you should be using those things. Actually, let's get into that real quick. We get a lot of customers that hit us up and ask us, hey, how do I get a replacement for my standard stock grip that came on my paddle? And here's the right answer. The right answer is you should never be playing with just a stock grip on your paddle. You should always be playing with an overgrip. And the reason why is they provide more tackiness. When these get wet and get used and get tired, they're a faux PU leather and they just end up feeling like garbage. So that's what we're gonna go over today is don't ever replace this necessarily. You can just use an overgrip. Also, as far as the frequency in which you should be replacing this thing, that's totally up to you. In the summertime, I find myself replacing these things a lot more because it's hotter, I'm sweating more, and they tend to get worn out a lot quicker. So I would say it's totally up to you and the weather. I really love the feel of our new Grip and Rip Super Tax. And I like to have them on there probably once a week. I'll swap them out on my paddle. Some people I know do it before every session, and some people I know only do it maybe once a month. So that's up to you, personal preference. They're not that expensive. I recommend just doing it as often as you can afford to. Anyway, let's go real quick, and we will look at the colors that we have available. We've got a like electric lime green. We got your standard white. We've got a hot pink. We've got a baby blue now. We've got a yellow, like a canary yellow. We've got a teal. We've got a lilac, a purple, and a black. I'm gonna wrap this paddle today, and I'm gonna use hot pink because I've got one open. So let's go ahead and do it. All right, so they come in 4 packs in these nice little sleeves, which I would recommend not throwing these away. These are pretty handy. You can do all kinds of stuff with them. Just put whatever you want in there. And I'm not giving you any ideas. Anyway, so you can go ahead and take your overgrip when you get it. You pull it out of the package, and you will see that it comes with a little wrap around it. And you'll just grab it and pull it apart. And you'll have a grip in your right hand, and you'll have your little sticker on the left. Don't get rid of this. This is super important. You want to keep that. So I'm just going to tuck that right in here so I know where it goes. I took the rubber keeper off of this paddle. You'll see this one has a rubber keeper on it right here. When you do your overgrip, always take it off. You'll figure out that if you don't, you end up having to pull some crazy magic to get it out of the way. So I've already took one off, the one off of this one. And now let's start with the grip, and I'll show you how to get that prepped. The very first thing is you want to find a loose tag in on there. And then when you do, you just want to go ahead and unroll the whole thing. And once you get it unrolled, you'll notice that you'll have a tapered end, and you'll see plastic protective film already coming off of this thing. And the thing that you need to know is there's 2 protective wraps on each side. I pulled one off here, and now I got to flip it over, and you'll notice there's a little red tab, and that's the other side of the protective wrap. Sometimes this one comes undone, totally normal. You just got to mess with it and get it. Give me a second. All right, there we go. We got it, and I'm just going to go ahead and pull this one away. Just remove both sides. So remember, when you open up your grip and you're getting ready to apply it, get rid of 2 protective films, one on each side. Then, once your grip is done, just straighten it out. They're really tacky, so you're going to be sticking to each other. Here is the most important part to know. This tag end that has a little adhesive strip on it is the end or the side that is going to go down and stick to the end of your paddle, and you're going to start on your butt cap. So I want to take this strip, sticky side down, and I just want to line it up with the edge of my butt cap like so, just to get it started. Now, one thing that you should note, if you are right-handed, you want to go counterclockwise, and if you're left-handed, you want to go clockwise. And that'll ensure that your hand fits on the grip in the right orientation. So once you go ahead and get that tag in started, you'll come all the way around. Just follow it straight for your first entire wrap until you get it overlapped. And then you'll see right here that you have your first layer. And what you want to do and what you're shooting for this entire way is to slightly overwrap and have a nice little bevel that's even. You'll see this bevel right here. Call that, I don't know, 1/8 of an inch. I want to keep it about 1/8 of an inch. And when I'm doing this, I'm not putting major pressure and pulling on this. I'm also not being very loose with it. It's just nice, even pressure. And I'm just shooting to keep my wraps as even as I can going down. Some people are more particular about doing this than others. I switch them so much that I tend to like do it pretty quickly and not worry too much. I'm just looking for the right feel, and I like them to be tacky. And you just want to keep following this thing down all the way around the paddle handle till you get up to the throat here. Now, some people will go ahead and they'll wrap this thing and just keep going all the way around. I don't like that. It gives you a little bit of a bulbous feeling up there. And if I'm like going for a two-handed backhand and I have my left hand, I'm right-handed, but if I have my left hand high and I'm coming for a two-handed backhand, I don't like all that up there. So what I do is I either carry a set of scissors, or typically I don't know where my scissors are, so I just get it to the end and I maybe do one more wrap around there. I hold it down with my right thumb and I just pull with my left and I break off the excess and throw it away. Then what I do is I typically tend to take the tag end and kind of pinch it and lay it flat, just like that. And 9 times out of 10 it'll stick. And then that's where your tape, your adhering tape comes in, your fastener tape, whatever you want to call it. And you'll go ahead and pull the tag ends away from this. It's a little windy in here. You got to be careful. This thing, if these stick together, they don't do a great job coming undone. If you don't have one of these or you lose it, you can also use electrical tape. So what I'll do is I'll go ahead and take this thing and I'll just tape down that tag end. And then all I'm doing is coming around. I try to keep this as level as I can when I come. And all I'm doing is putting it down and fastening that grip so it doesn't go anywhere. There you have it. Now, again, if you have a rubber keeper, you want to slide it back on there and kind of line it up, you can. But that is how you wrap a pickleball paddle with a B&B Rip and Grip Overgrip. Strongly advise you to use an Overgrip, whether you use ours or another brand's, doesn't matter, but it'll help you huge on the court, especially when your hands are sweaty and temperatures flare up in the summer. And even if it's not hot out and you're not sweating, it just feels better. And a lot of times if your paddle handle is wet, you tend to overcompensate and be gripping the paddle too hard, and that's not always a good thing either. So anyway, that's it. You can pick up all the Rip and Grips at bnbpickleball.com. Thanks, and hope you guys have a good one. Peace.